guys, welcome back to World of Warplanes, and today I've been thinking to share with you my personal opinion about the British Heavy Line. I do have all of them, and I can very much say that they have one special quirk, not because they have, the best speed, because that it's kind of a lacking versus, let's say, US heavies and the Germans heavy. You have significantly less speed and turning, well, you may say that yes, versus US heavy, they do turn much slower, and they are kind of a big planes. So yeah, here's the tier 4 first premium, not regular Tech 3, and I believe that this particular plane, it's OP as all hell, because it has a little bit too much of oomph of a firepower. You have too many guns at tier 4. Remember, this is tier 4 I'm talking about, and we're going for the upgrades. You have two 20 millimeters, and you have rear gunners, and you have those machine guns. But all together, the whole package, it's pretty damn strong, and everything you face, if you're top dog, you will melt instantly. And if someone is trying to go behind, and let's put some better original gunner, if you can pay attention, guys, it's pretty damn good rear gunner, which basically means any tier 3, tier 4 planes, you will melt. If you just, he's trying to kill you, but then, he might actually end up dead. Not because you do a lot of damage, but you cripple him really darn bad. So I believe that this tier 4, it's broken overpower, and it's pretty damn strong, not because in the speed, but because the whole package. And something else I kind of forgot, it's freaking 4 bombs damage, 2200, and radius 600. You can definitely flip any cap at tier 4, and 4 bombs, it's pretty significant. And then we're going for the tier 5. Where is the tier 5? It's the bow fighter. This is a ridiculous strong overpower plane, because it has too much rockets, too much guns. Let's see if we go talk about the guns. You have four freaking 20 millimeters, and 6 of those. You have 10 guns, for crying out loud, and rockets, and a rear gun. I mean, those in the front also goes and shoots 360 degrees. So basically we have 14 guns. You will melt anything in front of you, and you can definitely in some way defend versus light fighter, not versus heavy. But I believe this is one hell of a strong plane, one of the most strongest tier 5 planes in this game, because it's too much of oomph, too much of the firepower, too much strong one salvo. I don't know how to explain. And then we are going to the Mosquito. Now Mosquito, I find not a bad plane with a pretty fast reload of bombs and rockets, and that's the very unique plane. You have a lot of tools to deal and ground targets. You can flip a zone thanks to your rockets and bombs. And the guns are for 20 millimeters, not bad. I highly recommend you go for the Merlin 77, because that's the biggest weakness about this plane. It's kind of a lack in speed, attitude, you name it. The firepower, I feel that this is good. On the other hand, the ME, the Germans, and the Key 102 have better guns, better maneuverability, better speed, better everything. So I don't consider it a bad plane, but definitely not any strong versus other nations. I repeat, the 38 lighting. It's crazy strong in speed and attitude and maneuverable and everything, and same story is goes with Key 102, and same story with so probably I like to say that in some regards this is the weakest tier 6 heavy of all planes. Sad, but it's kind of a true. And in some ways also the Hornet, it's kind of a mediocre in speed. Even though you get the best engine, you don't have bad guns. It's a slightly upgrade versus Mosquito, and the guns are good, don't get me wrong, I like the guns. However, same story guys, there is quite significant faster tier 7 planes, and in some regards even more firepower. I kind of enjoy this plane, but you have to play perfectly, zoom and boom. And once again guys, you kind of a struggle versus tier 8 plane with jets, so you are a juicy target for anything with jets and you don't. And once again guys, I don't consider this airframe any crazy strong tier 7, but not bad. I'm not putting bad, shall I say average tier 7, definitely. And then we are going for the tier 8. Postal Gaming, Postal Monkey and some other big YouTubers in this warplanes, they consider this plane as a pig, flying pig, and that is true. That is a flying pig, huge damn big target, easy to hit and easy to kill. On the other hand, I consider those guns one of the best tier 8 guns in this game, because you have 6 of them, which basically means guys, sorry about that, you do not want to engage this thing head on. Does not matter what kind of a multi-roller or light fighter, you will die, and that is the truth. The strength about this airframe, you have crazy firepower and crazy rocket power and so on. I do believe this is one of the best tier 8 non-premium planes in this game. Yes, you heard me right, one of the best tier 8. How is that? It's because once you upgraded the biggest engine, the fastest engine, you're not a slug anymore. Yes, you turn as a slug. On the other hand, guys, you have enough with speed, enough with gun power to kill the bombers ASAP and kill even other heavies and ground targets. But what I'm trying to say, yes, you're a big target, easy to hit, you're like a flying pig. But what makes this plane shine, it's definitely 620 millimeters with crazy DPM, and somehow they are very consistent, and that is the truth, guys. Consistent. You will not survive many, boom, 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 many, shall I say, many seconds if this thing is behind you, and you does not matter if you're the most overpowered bomber in the entire game or what the hell you are, because even though probably the 20 millimeters not something crazy, because there are some other 30 millimeters cannons at this tier like Germans has, I still honestly believe you will hit more often with those 20, more reliable than 30. Yes, 30 they do whopping damage, but they are all over the place like a freaking shotgun. This is not a shotgun, this is a freaking sniper. And if the guns will overheat, well, you have rockets and you will kill your enemy even with rockets. So overall I consider this I'm talking about for heavies, yes, the best tier 8 heavy in this game, non-premium. So yeah, very much enjoy this airframe, and if you wish and want, I can definitely show you the gameplay, but remember guys, and this is the most important, when you're facing tier 9, then you're not so down strong anymore, and there are quite a lot of tier 9 and planes. They will melt you ASAP. But when you're top dog, this airframe, it's not a joke. I honestly believe that from tier 8, 9 and 10 you have pretty ridiculous firepower and also in some way speed. I'm not saying you have the same speed like the US or the Germans, because you don't, but on the other hand your turning radius is slightly better and also more consistent damage. That is the main focus about this line, consistent. And if you want to help your ally to flip a zone, you do have freaking rockets and bombs. And let's talk about the upgrade. You do have those 1000 bombs, which they do a lot of damage, and you have 8 rockets. And if you upgrade also the 40 millimeters, you are a crazy strong flipper of some zones. So yeah, that is the strength about the entire line. You have opportunity to help your ground target or bomber to flip a zone ASAP. And once you upgrade those 2 40 millimeters, they are so hard hitting guns. You will deal a lot of damage to a ground target as well. So definitely go up there and help your ally to flip a zone. You don't have quite the best speed, you don't have the best attitude, but it's definitely workable. Yes, you heard me right. It's definitely workable. I consider it in the sweet spot. Not too high, not too low. It's the middle of the pack. And of course, guys, don't get me wrong, there are some crazy fast tier 8 jets. On the other hand, if you press your speed boost and you make everything, I'm talking about the engine guru and stuff like that, you can definitely disengage and come back and try to kill your follow plane who's chasing you. But once again, guys, it's not crazy obvious that you have crazy speed. You really need to unlock the best engine and also good captains you need to make sure that this plane works. So yeah, I do enjoy this one like crazy. It's one of my favorite tier 8 heavies in this game. Crazy good consistent damage. And guys, I highly recommend you to grind this line if you are a heavy fighter captain or pilot. So guys, thanks guys for watching, and always captains, fair seas, and goodbye.